just listening to you, Alice, I just, before we go on to our next speaker, with empowering, I believe you need to be brave enough and courageous enough to share yourself with others. Impartation is about sharing your life. You can't come here and give us examples from another continent or from another woman or from other women. You have to give examples of it. An older woman, my mentor, one of my mentors told me, because I used to speak to women, maybe in church, out of church. And initially, in the early years, she told me, you're missing something here. You're not sharing yourself. You're giving examples from all over, but you're not imparting. Because you only impart when you release of yourself and you share of yourself. And it's not very pleasant sometimes because it's ugly mistakes you've made. It's not nice things. You're exposing yourself. So as a vision bearer and as an empowerer, you need to be courageous enough. The other thing is, there has to be a passion. I listened to Alice, and you know, when I met this girl, I just loved her. You know, when I meet young girls, younger than me, like Waidera, I want to own them. I want them to be my sisters, my daughters. I don't have a daughter, I have sons. So I love her passion. I love that you brought us here and you're courageous enough to, you've empowered us even by just speaking, just what you said. So it takes passion. Passion comes from a love and a concern. Because if Alice was not concerned about lifting me up and lifting you up, she wouldn't be organizing this. She wouldn't have started pretty influential. So it does take a love and a concern. It's a burden, because you cannot move to accomplish or do something unless you're feeling a burden for that something. And this is what I was saying earlier, that each one of us has a unique and specific burden in a particular area. Like we were saying with Alice the other day that there's so many women forums, and that's why I took so long to do my season woman forum, because I thought there are too many. But no, there's a different angle in each one of them, because the burden is different. So it takes a burden. When you feel a burden for a certain area, now that's her burden, what she shared. That imparting, moving us forward, lifting us higher in our businesses and our careers. It also takes a revelation. Because for her, as she said earlier, that it takes a revelation for you to discern that, okay, you can be celebrated on your own as an individual, but how much more when we're celebrating so many other women, and two are better than one always, yeah? It takes generosity and giving heart, because you need to give of your time, of yourself. These visions, initially you fund them yourself, by the way, I know. I'm one of those. You fund it yourself, you make the sandwiches at home before you get sponsors. And lastly, it takes a discerning ability. You're not called, I keep stressing this, you're not called to everyone. You can't impart everyone. So you need to discern who are you called to? Who is your target audience? Which area? And this is why I talk of the 3 Ps. There's a place of your influence. There's the people of your influence. And there's a price you have to pay for that influence. You'll be criticized, you'll be looked, all sorts of things. Or what is she trying to accomplish? She's coming there with her a nice fitted dress in her figure. Who does she think she is? There's all sorts of nonsense, as she told you. But there's the place, the area, the mountain of your influence. There's the people, and there's a price. There's a cost element, even in terms of reputation.